So let's go ahead and move on to the update on the homelessness issue, and I'll turn it over to the city manager.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council. This evening, we will be updating you on Governor Newsom's recent announcement regarding the pause of the distribution of homeless housing, assistance, and prevention funding to local jurisdictions. So it's just a single topic included in the homeless presentation. So specifically, we want to share with you the details of what the pause of Homeless Housing Assistance and Prevention, or HAP for short, means. We'll also provide you an overview of how we have used our HAP funding, and then I'll give you a summary of what funding we have received and what our disbursements have been. So Governor Newsom recently paused the distribution of HAP funding, a $15.3 billion multi-year state effort to turn the tide on homelessness. The governor made this decision after reviewing homeless action plans submitted by jurisdictions from across the state. Collectively, the submitted plans set a goal to reduce street homelessness by only 2% statewide by 2024. The City of Santa Ana's Homeless Action Plan, submitted as part of the HAP 3 application, stated that we would shoot for a 10% reduction in the number of unsheltered persons experiencing homelessness annually based on the point-in-time counts beginning July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2024. Our goal is significantly higher than the average statewide goal, and it's in part due to all of the permanent supportive housing that we have built in our city, over 400 to date, with another 255 in the pipeline. According to the Orange County point-in-time count, the number of people experiencing unsheltered homelessness in Santa Ana between the winter of 2019 and the winter of 2022 decreased by 36%. So we did exceed our goal that we included in our HAP allocation. Governor Newsom stated in part that at this pace, meaning the state pace of only 2%, that it would be unacceptable and we would not be able to curb homelessness in California. The governor was calling upon the entire state of California to do better, and will be working with local jurisdictions to coordinate an approach that will deliver more substantial results. The city used the lion's share of our HAP Round 1 and Round 2 funding for the construction and operation of the Carnegie Navigation Center. Other expenditures include street outreach and engagement. A requirement of each round of funding is a set-aside for homeless youth. To accomplish this, the city recently released a competitive request for proposal for the development of affordable housing just for youth. The city has received an initial disbursement of HAP 3, Round 3 funding of just over $2 million. The disbursement of the rest of these funds, which we were awarded $10.2 million, so it's a vast majority of it, is the amounts that the governor has paused. The HAP Round 4 draft application is on tonight's agenda, and while the application is due the end of this month, the state has not yet provided cities with award amounts. And notably, the city has just received the data from the county necessary to complete that application. We anticipate receiving the award amount from the state by November 29th. And that concludes the presentation, and staff is available if you have any questions.
Thank you for that, Madam City Manager. Let me go ahead and bring it back to the council to see if there's any questions or comments. Hearing none. Anybody online have their hand raised? So let me just say before we finish up, there is I shouldn't say too strongly worded a letter, but there is a response letter that the big city mayors, those are the mayors of the largest cities in the state, 13 of us that compose that group most of us have signed on to a letter disputing a lot of what the governor has said. We disagree. We stand with the governor on his efforts. The monies were certainly well received by us, but we believe that we are one of the cities that has used it well. We want to see more improvement just like he does. We agree with him on that, but I know he's going to be convening a meeting with the mayors of the largest cities as well as county boards of supervisors up in Sacramento just to talk about how we can improve on our efforts. So I'm hoping we can tell a good story here in Santa Ana. We seem to be making strides. Other communities are struggling because they may have challenges that we don't have. But that is an update on where we are specifically. And so to the extent that we will continue to tell our story well, expend our money responsibly, address the problem as effectively as we can, that is what our team has been doing, and I want to make sure that they get recognition for that. So thank you, Madam City Manager, for your efforts, your team's efforts. I know it's not an easy problem. We hope that it will improve with more collaboration with the governor's office and with the county as well. So with that, let me go ahead and ask the city attorney if there is anything that she wishes to report at a closed session.
Mayor,